Good evening, and welcome to another one of my Randall's Rants. I want to thank everybody who clicks play on these videos. I know I don't do these frequently enough. It just between doing commentary for various wrestling companies, working a day job, and hosting a radio show, running my own eBay business. My free time is sort of, shall we say, small. As I record this video, I've just finished celebrating my 43rd birthday. You know, got to spend time with family and friends. Had a pretty good birthday. Except for one thing. One tiny little thing. See, this afternoon, or evening more or less, I saw a video from a preacher in Tennessee. I'm not going to put him over and say his name, but this individual is now a former cop. He went on this insane diatribe where he's saying that the U.S. government, state governments, police agencies should enforce the Bible as law and put to death members of the LBGT community. This guy goes on this diatribe, and the one thing, well, there's two things that have been sort of overlooked in this whole mess. He did it during Pride Month. Now, I am honored that I think it's awesome that I share my birthday in Pride Month. I am a huge supporter of the LBGT community. I have friends who are transgender. I have friends who are gay. And I will fight to the last hill to support them. So this alleged preacher, and I'm going to call him alleged, decides to go on this diatribe during Pride Month. It was calculated. Let's not, overlook that. It was calculated. He purposely, and there's no way you're ever going to tell me different, he purposely chose this month to go on his little tirade. Now, the other thing that I found disturbing about this video, besides the fire and brimstone way in which he makes his speech, calling for the execution of the LBGT community, is the fact that you had his congregation going, "Amen. Amen." With every word of hate that left his lips, his congregation responded with "Amen." And it made me think, being a history buff, of the videos, film footage, newsreels from Germany in the 1930s, when another man delivered fiery and brimstone speeches signaling out another class of people, and the way people responded. Now, there was that one man when everybody was celebrating. I learned his name today, and I'm kicking myself for not remembering it. If anybody who watches this video can comment down below. While everybody else is cheering, this gentleman stood like this, in defiance of the nonsense he was hearing. He had his arms folded. I think his name was August something. And I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head. You may think it's a little over the top for me to compare this preacher to the individual who gave that speech back in Germany in the 1930s. But make no doubt about it, the preacher, the pastor, he's a brown shirt as far as I'm concerned. He's a brown shirt. Dyed to the wool, he's a brown shirt. Now, you can go and Google brown shirts. You will get what I mean. But this gentleman, using that term loosely, is a brown shirt. And those people that said amen and looked upon him with awe as he banged on his the pulpit and demanded the execution of the LBGT community, demanding that the police agencies who we pay with our tax dollars attack a protected class of people. That is beyond sickening. That is beyond vulgar. Those are the seeds that have been planted now, where bigots and brown shirts think they can just openly stand and say whatever they want. They think they can preach hate. You know, it disgusts me that this is where we are in America. It makes me sick to know that there's people out there that are giving a Pavlovian response of amen every time one of these hate preachers, these brown shirts, make their little speech. Folks, we gotta do something. We've got to combat the hate. And I'm not saying fight fire with fire. We need to figure out a way to send this hatred back into the shadows. Now, the good news out of this is that this cop, this lieutenant, this detective, whatever he was, is no longer a member of the police force in Tennessee. His chief has removed him from his office, which is good. But he's still out there. He's still going to preach his hatred. He's still going to get people saying amen. Folks, we are at a juncture in America that I never thought in my wildest dreams we'd revisit. We need to stand up for the LBGT community. We need to stand arm in arm with them. We need them to know that we love them. We care about them. Because you got members of that community, man, that are taking their lives every day because they don't feel accepted in this world. We need to show them the light. We need to show them that there is good in this world, and there are people that will love and support them. That is how we are going to combat the hatred from men and groups like that alleged preacher down in Tennessee. And that's all I've got for this rant. Like I said, I'm sorry if I wasn't my usual self. Just having friends and family members who are part of that community and knowing what they're going through right now. It's hard to describe. Maybe it shouldn't take having friends in that community for me to feel this way. In any event, leave your comments down below. If there's something you would like me to talk about in a future video, comment down below, and I will see you in time for the next rant. And if you have a family member or friend that's part of the LBGT community, do me a favor. Hug them and remind them that they're loved. See you next time.